Hollywood, California, the mecca of the entertainment world. The stars are out for Oscar weekend, and it's time for our picks. Best performance in a supporting role. The winner is Big Ben Wallace in Defensive Enforcer. Best original screenplay. The award goes to An Aerial Assault starring Kobe Bryant. Best picture of the year. And the winner is Motor City Madness. Flip Saunders, producer. Best performance in a leading role goes to Kobe Bryant in 81 is Not Enough. And for best achievement in directing, Phil Jackson for The Triangle Takes Time. Now that the awards are over, it's time for the party. Laker basketball is next.
Tonight we are back in Southern California as the Lakers return to Staples Center. It was a trip up north, and it was a split on the trip. A loss in Portland, a win, and a very impressive one last night at Golden State as the Lakers hope to gain a split of their season series. Matching up with the team with the best record in the NBA, taking on the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everybody. Joel Myers alongside Stu Lance, and welcome once again to Staples Center. Well, across the board, it really looked good for the Lakers last night. They took apart the Golden State Warriors, beat them up on the boards, and had balance, and especially scoring from the reserves. Well, it all starts, though, with number 8. And keeping with the Oscar theme, it truly was a blockbuster performance, 42 for Kobe, and he wasn't 100%.
Always a blockbuster performance by number 8, Kobe Bryant. The guy is just sensational. You mentioned wasn't 100%. No, he wasn't. But he's still able to go for 42. That's his 16th time this year he's had a game with 40 or more points. That leads the NBA. And during the course of getting his 42, he became the youngest to reach 16,000. He ended the game with 16,032. That's the fastest anybody in the history of the game has reached that milestone.
And when we talk about MVP candidates, it's kind of ironic we don't talk about many of the Detroit Pistons. Chauncey Billups is having a career season, 19 and 9 assists a game, third best in the NBA at dishing the basketball. But they play team ball, and they've got a new star just about every night.
That's because if you talked about an MVP with them, you'd have to name them all, because they're all MVPs. They really do play the game the way it's supposed to be played, especially in the last few years. In 2004, they won the championship. Last year, if they'd have had home court advantage, who knows? This year, they're looking to get a home court advantage. They've got the best record right now, and they're trying to keep that just in case there's a Game 7.
Well, it's the start of a 2-game homestand for the Lakers and a severe test. Pistons tonight, and then the San Antonio Spurs on Monday. Will it warrant an Academy Award performance? Hopefully for Laker fans who will. Stay with us. Pistons, Lakers up next. We'll be back with the starting lineups. Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the NBA. Is it in you? By the official airlines of the NBA, Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Carl's Jr. For big, juicy charbroiled burgers, the name of the game is Carl's Jr. And introducing the new AT&T, your world delivered. Welcome back once again to Staples Center. Joel Myers along with Stu Lance and the team with not only the best record in the NBA, but also the best road record in the league. The Detroit Pistons, 22-8 away from home. Matching up with the Lakers after beating the Lakers in Detroit just a little more than a month ago. Same 5 every game this season. Wallace in the middle, backcourt Billups and Hamilton with Prince and Wallace down on the baseline. And offensively, they're improved this year. It's a creative guy on the bench when it comes to offense, and that is Flip Saunders. 9+ seasons as the head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Took them to the playoffs 8 consecutive years. For the Lakers, well, more offense for the Lakers with Bryant Cooks in the starting lineup, and he will be there once again tonight. He's averaged over the last 13 games almost 15 a contest with Lamar, Chris Mihm, Kobe, and Smush. Phil Jackson has to be pleased with the developments of last night, where he really took care of business on the glass, got off to a solid start, and maybe that's the key coming in, Stu. Don't play catch-up against a team as talented as Detroit.
Oh, well, that's definitely the first key for this game, no question about it. They have to come out of the gate with a rush, with a sense of urgency, but they have to be very consistent throughout the entire game as well. Their defense has to be on the same page. And one other point I'd like to make before they get started. first time these two teams met in Detroit, the Pistons got away with having Richard Hamilton guard Lamar Odom. That should not happen. The Lakers have to make them pay for having a player that small guard Lamar.
Good point. Capitalize on it if they go for it. And in that game that Stu's talking about, it was back on the 29th of January. The Lakers lost 102-93. Slow start. They were down by 9 at the end of the first quarter, and then they lost the third quarter by 12 points. So here we go. 3 officials. Derek Stafford, the lead, is going to toss it up along with Tony Brothers and Courtney Kirkland. What a night for Kobe. Got to feel better than he did last night. He was aching. He had that sinus infection. Still came up with 42 in 43 minutes. Good toss. Good jump to start things off.
You know, you would think that throwing the ball up at midcourt would be just so easy. That's not an easy task.
And it's controlled by Wallace out of bounds. Lakers will have it.
Interesting matchup in the middle for anybody the Lakers put on the box with Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace there. The two Wallaces really get it done in the middle defensively.
Yeah, the Pistons, they'll get to the blocks. We know that, especially Ben Wallace, the 4th in block shots. So you got to watch out for the secondary defender. Beautiful pick and roll. Chris Smith, what a strike for the Lakers with 2 hands.
That was too easy. After all this touting of the defense for the Pistons, they open it up with a breakdown.
Pistons gave up 96 last night, a 2-point win. 98-96 is the man with the ball. Billups hit a shot 2/10 of a second to play.
And I'm happy to see Kobe not guarding Richard Hamilton, because Richard Hamilton is the master at playing without the ball, running all the time. Kobe needs to save whatever energy he has for providing some spark offensively as well.
So at least at the outset, Smush tries to give the Lakers the lead, and he does. So both Smush and Chris Bim have an assist and a bucket to start the game.
And to each other.
Right. Lakers by a couple. So let's see if Smush can stay with Rep Hamilton. That's what you're talking about, because the way they run for Hamilton. Rasheed Wallace a clean look, and it's even at 4.
Well, one of these two teams, they're going to miss a shot soon.
They do have balance. I'm talking about the Detroit Pistons. Rasheed Wallace averaging 16 a game, 1 of 4 in double figures.
And they start off with Richard Hamilton guarding Kobe in this contest.
Inside it goes. Mismatch. Chris Bim over Tayshaun Prince. Too strong. Fell away, and it got away. So he had the matchup that he wanted. 90 seconds gone by. Lakers have lost 4 straight to the Detroit Pistons over the last 2 seasons.
You know, we talked about the Pistons and the fact that they don't have really any individual players. They're just a total team, and nobody's talking about MVP. But if you ask the Pistons who their MVP is, they're going to tell you Chauncey Billups.
Without a doubt. He's 3rd in the league in assists, as Tayshaun Prince, running without the basketball, was rewarded. And the Pistons have their first lead of the game. Lamar tries to and does. Ties it up for the Lakers at 6. What a start for both teams offensively. Pistons 3 of 3, Lakers 3 of 4. It's the kind of pace we could tolerate. Now staying in front of Billups, the 3. Man, Chris Bim with the glass. You got to be aware. Ben Wallace is going to sneak in whenever he can. Kobe up against Chauncey Billups. Bryant, Cook, and Kobe tried to stay out of the way. It's too strong. Right back to Rasheed Wallace.
That's a play there where Kobe and Bryant Cook just about ran into one another.
Worked outwards, almost like a little seal for Cook. Wallace, long 2. Boy, heel. 8-6 Detroit, and 4 of the 8 belonging to Rasheed Wallace in his 11th year for North Carolina.
I've got to talk Rasheed into taking a 3-pointer with his left hand. I don't know if you've ever seen him do that. He shoots the ball so fluidly with his left hand, you wouldn't know which hand he was unless you knew it.
Kobe over Ben Wallace. It's all even as the Lakers are now 4 of 6. 2 teams combined. How hot? They're 8 for 11.
Well, the Pistons are 4 or 5, so I don't know if they can shoot 80% through the course of the game.
Now Billups off the little rub. Didn't want this shot. He had space. Shot clock deep as as it's been. And they're going to the post-up game. Rasheed Wallace inside for an easy one. Yeah, you can't lose Ben.
Well, no, you can't double team off of a box. Rasheed Wallace has the ball on one side. Chris Bim leaves Ben Wallace on the other box to go double team. You can't do that.
Kobe trying to get around Tayshaun Prince. Creates the contact and call the charge. So Ben Wallace was waiting. Kobe's gotten the first foul of the game for the Lakers. An offensive foul, not a team foul.
And that's what Ben does. He changes it up quite a bit. That's Tayshaun Prince funnel him in, and then Ben stands in and takes the charge.
Kobe up against Billups as they wait for the pick. And it's going to be a 3-second defensive tee on the Lakers. Trailing by a couple. Pistons get a free throw.
Well, that should be Chauncey Billups, since he's shooting about 91% from the charity stripe.
They call it on Bryant Cook. Well, he's good enough for 4th in the NBA in free throw percentage.
I guess he figures if you're going to get to the free throw line, you might as well make it. Why waste the trip going there?
There's only 3 players who do better off: Nash, Stojakovic, and Ray Allen, who they saw last night as they won. Beat the Sonics 98-96. The Pistons 2 games better off in the loss column for the best record in the league over Dallas and San Antonio. Prince setting up, and the LA native is too strong on that. Chris Mim, another board. That's his 2nd early. Lamar working against the smaller man. Up and under, leaves it off. Bryant Cook. Boy, it wasn't easy. There was congestion.
Yeah, that was not an easy play all the way around. The pass and the shot. Nice play by Lamar and a nice play by Bryant Cook.
So the Lakers 5 makes, 4 assists, down by a point. And every starter has scored for the Lakers as it counts. Smush got the foul. And what a shot by Rip Hamilton, falling away.
Well, Smush was trailing the whole time because he ran into the pinball machine. He hit every block there was, every screen, as Richard Hamilton moving without it. And then Smush's momentum carries him into the shooter. Count the basket and 1.
So Rip Hamilton in his 7th season out of UConn. First round pick Washington back in '99. 7th overall, and came to the Pistons in that Jerry Stackhouse deal. 4th year in Detroit. What a steal that turned out to be for Detroit. Anybody got a better mid-range game?
No.
Lakers down by 4. Kobe bounced around. Lamar's got Cook. Good look. Quick release. Boy, he lost it. Ben Wallace may have had something to do with that coming open.
I think he did. He made him rush it even more than he normally does.
So the Lakers down by 4. 5 minutes gone by. Hamilton again. Man off the heel. Smush over to Lamar. Kobe on the run. Little stutter step. Blowing by for the reverse. Got by Billups. Went to the back door.
Here's an example of a guy that can use his left hand, whether it's off the dribble or on the shot.
Kobe's first basket of the game. His first try. Lakers down by a couple. Man. Going to be a foul. Lamar walking under Prince as he made the catch.
And with Kobe with the basketball, you try to funnel him certain directions, but he's just so good off the dribble. Around 3 defenders, lays it up. Nobody even makes a play on the shot.
Rasheed Wallace wanted to post up Bryant Cook instead. A little one doesn't go for Rip Hamilton. Off balance floater on the baseline. Lakers have the numbers if they want it. 4 on 3. Smush the distance. It's even at 14.
I tell you, Smush should be able to fly a little bit tonight. His wallet's a lot lighter.
Got that after 2 tees last night.
After the 2 and the ejection last night. Nice play by Smush.
Lakers 7 of 10 from the field. So Kobe with a layup though. The dunk. And Rasheed Wallace. Hot man. He's got 7 of the first 17. Puts the Pistons halfway through the first. Up by 3. And an errant pass inside. Prince setting up Billups. Chauncey Billups in rhythm. Boy, what a flick of the wrist. 19-14. That's 5 unanswered by the Pistons very quickly.
That was an ill-advised pass by Smush. It stayed in the air way too long. And Prince just read it, made a dash for it, intercepted it, and went down, and they get 2 points. The Pistons are absolutely on fire. So are the Lakers. The Lakers are actually shooting a higher percentage from the field, but the Pistons getting it done. They opened up the game with a 5-point lead. They made 8 out of 12. Smush, well, he's a perfect 2 for 2, and the Lakers 7 out of 10. Well, the Lakers down by 5, 19-14 halfway through the first quarter, and Chris Mim has been, a centerpiece, so to speak. They started the game off with a screen and roll. He gets an easy hoop. And then they went to running their triangle. Comes up on a pinch post, hands off to Lamar. That's part of the offense. Lakers really executing their offense a lot better to start this game. What they're going to need to do, though, is continue to execute their offense. That means Chris Mim, all the bigs, Bryant Cook, Lamar, Kwame Brown, all of those players are going to have to be capable of running the triangle.
And eventually Detroit is going to start slowing the Lakers down offensively. Detroit, third best in the league, holding opponents to 89 per game. So the Lakers have to start getting some stops. Kobe, tough one, off the lip of the rim. Man, it's picked up by Tayshaun Prince. Dominguez High School in Compton. Played his college ball in Kentucky. Pistons, 5 unanswered right before the timeout, lead it 19-14. Inside it goes, Ben Wallace. And he stepped out of bounds on the baseline on the wheel. So the Lakers get it on the turnover, and that is the first for Detroit.
And the Pistons putting full court pressure on the Lakers. You have to attack this, but under control.
Lamar with Phillips on his hip. Looked at Chris Smith. Rasheed Wallace saw it coming. Now Chris facing up. And it's taken away. Out of bounds, break. And they're going to say it was controlled fresh shot clock. That'll be a break as well. Let's see if they leave the fresh shot clock up there for the Lakers.
Did they get? I don't know if they ever got possession. Really, I don't think they got possession.
Yeah, that's what Derek Stafford is saying to Tony Brothers. But they are leading 24 up.
Oh, wow. Lakers get a little break there in my estimation.
Almost the third turnover for the Lakers. Instead, they'll keep it to the offensive end.
Chris Mim has to be careful with the ball. Rasheed Wallace, good defender.
Now the matchup they had backdoor. It's off Mim, out of bounds. And there's a break. I thought Chris got it.
Well, Ben Wallace definitely touched the ball.
We saw that, but it looked
did
like
Chris touch it last? It was one of those ricochet plays.
So the Lakers, plenty of time on the shot clock. Run a half-court set. Kobe into traffic, hit by Rasheed Wallace. It would have counted on a long continuation. It didn't go, though. Smart play by Kobe.
How often do we say smart play by Kobe or good play by Kobe? I mean, the guy's just a phenomenal player. Going to the line for the first time in the game. These are the first free throws that the Lakers will have attempted, as the Pistons have attempted 2-1 each by Billups and Hamilton.
So that breaks the dry spell for the Lakers after they went a couple of minutes without a point. 19-15, Detroit by 4. The Lakers' first trip to the free throw line.
And obviously Kobe been getting to the free throw line in the last 5 games, averaging 13 attempts. That would be important for him to be able to get there against this team.
And Kobe last night, 16 of 18, as the Lakers got to the free throw line a lot as a group. Now Billups, he thought about it. He knew that it was going to be short of the clock and beat it across the line by a couple of seconds, thinking about the 8 count. Good job by Bryant Cook. Now can he recover? Rasheed Wallace dead on. Boy, he hasn't missed yet. Rasheed Wallace has 10 on 4 of 4 from the field. Maybe 3-pointers.
Maybe I'm going to yell down for him to shoot the threes with his left hand now, because he is on fire.
Lamar in with him from Kobe. Boy, Lamar elevated well. Confidence in that stroke. 5 for Lamar.
Yeah, when you step into your shot like that, that's the way coaches love to see you approach it.
Lakers 8 of 12 as Wallace is now 5 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something about Rasheed. And I mean, like try to keep it out of his hands, or at least take it out of his hands.
You know, the one thing they do like when Kwame does come into the game is the way he bodies up bigger men. The spin on Tayshaun Prince. Lamar following his own. Back up with it. And on the opposite side. Boy, he would not quit on the play. Whatever by Lamar.
That's one of the best plays Lamar has made this season. I mean, that was really staying after it.
Lamar's got 7. A couple of boards on that sequence himself. Lakers only down by 3, 24-21. Rip Hamilton way short. Another off balance one on the baseline. A little deeper than the mid-range guy usually likes. Inside it goes. Chris Mim had it popped away. He was off balance. That's a break for the Lakers as well.
I'm just impressed by that effort that Lamar Odom showed on that last possession. He just stayed after it. He misses the first one. He's there to get the rebound. Players all around him. 3 defenders there. They can't get it from him, and he just lays it up. Lays it in. That's being persistent.
Well, it's aggressive play on the offensive glass by Lamar Odom.
Especially when you're sandwiched like that.
Yeah, and it looked like Rasheed. You saw Rasheed bounce off. Kobe bounces up. Chris Mim after it, but Ben Wallace with a good position. Lakers have outscored 7-5 despite that pickup by Ben Wallace. 24-21. Pistons by only 3. Billups spinning. Man, they're going to call the reach on Smush.
Billups is really good at once he gets into the middle like that, his off arm he'll throw out there into the defender, and if he loses control of it, they're going to blow the whistle. Nice play by Chauncey Billups. We've got a timeout. 2:51 to go in the first quarter, and the Lakers hanging tough. Rasheed Wallace, well, he is absolutely on fire. 5 out of 5 from the field. Got 2 rebounds. Leads all scorers with 12.
Inside of 3 minutes left in the opening 12 minutes of play, and a real solid start for the Lakers tonight. Trailing by 3 of the Detroit Pistons, teams with the best record in the NBA, best road record in the league, 24-21. And while a lot of teams, well, they wait for the draft, the Detroit Pistons, they were proactive when it came to deals. Ben Wallace, well, that was the sign and trade. They were already going to lose Grant Hill, so he came over with Chucky Atkins from the Orlando Magic. Chauncey Billups signed as a free agent. Prudent spending there. Rip Hamilton just talked about the deal with the Wizards for Stackhouse. And Rasheed Wallace, well, that was a steal because in Atlanta he was never going to suit up for them, Stu. So that was a gift in the Sharif Abdul-Rahim trade when Wallace came over to Atlanta and was never intending to play for Atlanta.
Well, and Rasheed obviously was the final piece to that puzzle. I mean, he's the one that really gave them what they needed to do what they have been doing since acquiring him. He's just a talent. Getting his first rest after being perfect from the field, 5 out of 5, and Chauncey Billups gives him a 5-point lead.
So Mo Evans comes in his 3rd season out of Texas, also checking into the game. A veteran who's done a great job since coming over. It's Dale Davis. Antonio McDyess as well. Sasha on the run, trying to go over Evans, had it knocked away, and it's out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock, never possessed by the Pistons with 2:34 to play. McDyess thought he had it.
Well, again, Sasha making a move to the painted area. Go with the thought of really attacking, not stopping, then pivoting back into the teeth of the defense.
So deep into the shot clock, Kobe wants it over the top, he'll get it. And now, and smacked out of bounds by Evans. Only 3 left.
One of the first things we try to teach players is when you beat a defender, shorten your dribble or cross it over because they're going to reach around from behind and try to tap the ball just like they did.
Kobe off the pick over Prince. That was incredible. He's got 8, Lakers within 3.
Kobe 3 out of 5 from the field en route to his 8 points.
So a lot of scoring early and often between these two teams. Now Prince on his weak side on the run, and Kwame comes down to the glass.
Good play by Kobe of just coming over and standing there made Prince change his mind.
Kobe saw Kwame, couldn't hang on, but look at I found Lamar in the paint. Beauty. Lefty right in front of the rim. Lakers only down by 1. 9 early for Lamar. That's a pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when Lamar is this aggressive, he's 4 out of 6, but beyond that, he's aggressive on the offensive end. You like to see that.
He's got a couple of boards, 4 assists. Across it goes. And a good job as Sasha tipped it away from Ben Wallace. He wasn't going to be able to control it. Directed it. Kobe by Prince all the way to the rack. Lakers take the lead on a 6-0 run. So 10 early for Kobe, 9 for Lamar. Balance for the Lakers in the starting lineup. Final 90 seconds of a real productive first 12. Big game for the Lakers, psychologically. Prince setting up. Antonio McDyess, usually automatic from that range, and a loose ball foul. It'll stay at this end. And the Lakers with that foul, first of the final 2 minutes, out of foul. No free throws yet.
Foul on Sasha. That last basket, couple of last baskets by Kobe. Shot clock was winding down, almost out when he knocked down that fadeaway. Then taking Tayshaun Prince off the dribble right to the rack for an easy deuce.
Prince in rhythm off the dribble and comes right to Kobe. Lakers don't have the numbers. It's 3 on 4. Anytime he's got the ball, they've got the advantage, though. Hit It'll go. They'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. What a run for the Lakers now, scoring 29 in the first on a team this good defensively.
I talked about coming out at the gate as the first key. Well, they pretty good job of that. Now the second part of it, what I talked about, consistency throughout 48 minutes. They've got 12 minutes basically in the books, but they can't let down at all.
Chauncey Billups with the foul. Kobe with the three-point play. And the Lakers with 9 consecutive. Lead at 30-26. Nobody accounted for Ben Wallace. How did he get behind the defense?
That's what Phil Jackson wants to know.
The breakdown.
Phil's looking around like, how'd that happen?
Lakers by 2. 2 for 1. Lamar thought about it against McDyess. Kobe on the cut. Oh, man, great look. Boy, the way he can square up loading to his left.
Well, I mean, you don't really have to, though. You know, I've talked about that. When right-handers are going to their left, they don't worry about squaring up because that guide arm is right there. When they're going to their right now, therein lies the problem.
Lakers have 32 on the Pistons that only give up third best of the league, 89 a game. Shot clock, game clock separated by a little more than 4 seconds. Big guys on the high screen to roll. Prince on the back door, and he's hit by Lamar. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What a nice play. What a nice play set up by eye contact. They fake a high screen and roll and run Prince along the baseline for the alley-oop. That was pretty.
Yeah, what a decoy the high screen and roll turned out to be.
Nice. Good thing Lamar came over and prevented that one. Although it cost him his second foul, it also prevented an easy hoop.
Chauncey Billups headed over to the bench, and former Laker Lindsey Hunter in for the first time as Prince misses the first of 2. Tayshaun's had a lot of luck against the team he grew up rooting for, growing up here in Southern California. First game against the Lakers this year, he had 19 and 6 assists as Lamar sits down with his second. Billups only 1 foul. He goes over to the bench with 5 assists already, and he's third in the league with 9 assists in a game. So Prince 1 of 2. Final shot time for the Lakers and Kobe. Devin George just checked in. Going to be a high screen for Kobe. Around McDyess, finding some space. Off in time, yes. And it's going to be a charge on Kobe. His second foul. And it comes with the 10th of the second. Lindsey Hunter accepted the blow.
And both of his fouls have been offensive fouls as he runs into Lindsey. Thinks he's got a three-point opportunity here. Misses the shot, thinks he's going to the line, and turns around. The official says no.
Solid start for the Lakers.
Yeah, solid start, but the Lakers 2 big guns, both with 2 fouls. The Lakers 16-7 run in the final 4 minutes gives them a 3-point advantage at the break. Kobe, well, he only made 6 out of 8 shots from the field. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. He has 15 in the first quarter. Well, at the end of 1, the Lakers with a 3-point advantage, 32-29. Denzel Washington, well, he's enjoying it. Big-time basketball and Laker fan here as often as he can get here. In that first quarter, Lakers actually outshot the Pistons 67-55, out-rebounded the Pistons, but Rasheed Wallace with 12, Kobe leading all scorers with 15, but picked up his second foul on an offensive foul call. And Lindsey Hunter, a good position defender, really never did get set on that play. Should have been a blocking foul on Lindsey. The official didn't see it that way. Gives Kobe his second foul of the game. That can be critical going down the stretch as Kobe and Lamar both on the bench now, 2 fouls apiece.
Man, the hottest Pistons back out there as Kobe sits down. You can see he's far from 100%. He's been battling sinus infection and a bug over the last 72 hours. But Rasheed Wallace is back out there. Let's see if Kwame can body him up a little bit. Get into his grill. On the pick and roll. Lakers rotated pretty well. What's it going to be? Lindsey Hunter running on the baseline. Kwame choked him off. And what a bad break for the Lakers. Now, are they going to say the ball goes out of bounds? Rasheed Wallace in the face of Courtney Kirkland. Devin thought he got all ball. And it is going to be a foul, but he's not going up. So,
well, that's what Rasheed is arguing.
Right.
Rasheed is saying, I was going up. Judgment call. The official says, no, you're not. Rasheed said, yes, I was. And guess who wins those arguments?
The first team foul on Devin George. Hamilton in his game. Ball. Does he ever maneuver his way into the paint? The 6'8", 10-footer. 7 points for Rip Hamilton. He's their leading scorer this year in 21 contests. The Lakers still by a point, 32-31. Pushed back into the game with a couple of fouls. Luke Walton's first entry. He throws it right past Devin George. The turnover for the Lakers is their 5th, compared to 2 for the Pistons.
That's what Luke was doing earlier this month and last month, or especially last month, since we're early into this month, that got him in a little bit of trouble making those errant passes. The last couple of games, he cut those out, played very, very effectively.
Final 10 of the shot clock. Hamilton had it knocked away. Mo Evans, hesitation move. No fouls. And Lindsey Hunter, as the shot clock expired, got the first points off the bench for the Pistons. Lakers still looking for their first points with the reserves. 33-32.
Lindsey Hunter, a big-time veteran, been in the league a number of years, still one of the better on-the-ball defenders the league has.
Oh, that was thrown away. Kwame and Luke into the clock. It'll be a charge on Luke, they're saying.
Well, charge is the call they're making tonight, it seems. 2 on Kobe, now 1 on Luke, and we just started the second quarter.
Yeah, the indication from Derek Stafford was he used his off arm. So it goes back on the turnover, and you can't give it away to Detroit. They're the fewest in the NBA at 11 a game, as it's saved on the baseline and a fresh shot clock. They will outwork you as well. I saw that last week, watching their matchup, winning on the road at Cleveland. They'll work, they'll hustle every step of the way. So you can't have breakdowns and lapses. McDyess gives them the first 6 of the second. And it's 35-32 Detroit. And will the Lakers take a timeout?
Well, Phil's going to have to make a decision about either Lamar or Kobe. I think, especially in games like this, one of the two of them have to be on the floor just about all the time.
Chris Mihm didn't get the finish, but he was hit by Rasheed Wallace. So a couple of free throws coming up for Chris. Critical time for the Lakers now, even this early in the game with the 2 top scorers on the bench.
Well, this is a play where Chris should be mad at himself. This is shoot that with your left, elevate it a little higher. You got a 3-point opportunity there. You got the whistle early. You gotta finish that one off, Chris.
Last night, 8 of 12 at the free throw line. A season high in attempts. And that stopped 6 straight to start the second for the Pistons. So the Lakers down by a couple, 35-33. Kobe and Lamar the story right now for the Lakers. Kobe was 15 on 6 of 8 from the field. Lamar 9 points, couple of boards, 5 assists. And those are 2 big makes by Chris Mihm. It took the Lakers a while, 2.5 minutes to get their first points here in the second. Hamilton trying to find it inside. He's available momentarily. Coming off another pick. And good job. Luke Walton went out and closed on the shot. To help out. Smush had been picked off. Early entry to Chris Mihm. And held up by McDyess. A couple of early team fouls on the Pistons. McDyess' first, second on the Detroit Pistons.
I like what this group of Lakers on the floor are doing. They're trying to make sure they throw it inside to go inside out, as opposed to trying to go east and west all the time against a good defensive team. Let Chris Mihm try to get to work. He has a size advantage over McDyess.
Now let's see if they go back and capitalize on that opportunity. Little high-low action. Kwame landed off. Luke, long 2, on target. Lakers regain the lead, 36-35. First basket of the game for Luke.
It was that nice to see him make his first shot, because I talked about his confidence for a while there was pretty low. He's starting to get that confidence back.
And one of the keys for the Lakers last night, Stu, the way the reserves played. They came through in a big way. So Luke gives them their first points off the bench. Wallace, his first miss of the game? No. He's amazing. 6 of 6. He's got 15.
The only thing that's going to stop Rasheed is Flip Saunders, putting him on the bench again.
Could you call down, please? Devin has space on the 16-footer. Not close, but Chris Mihm is there. And he's fouled by Rasheed Wallace.
Offensive foul on Chris.
And is it Chris on the clear out? Yes, it is another offensive foul using the off arm at a timeout. I thought it was potentially Wallace with his second.
Nice job by Rasheed of coming over and challenging so much so that Chris Mihm used his left arm to keep Rasheed away. 8:24 to go in the second quarter. And it's a good one thus far, as the Lakers only down 38-36. .8:24 to go, and with a flashback to the Great Western Forum, 1988. Game 7 of the finals against the Pistons, and the Lakers and Isaiah playing on basically 1 foot. Ankle was severely sprained, but he put in the effort, but it wasn't enough. As Big Game James, Irvin Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Byron Scott, Michael Cooper, and company prevailed in Game 7 for the championship. Actually faced that team the very next year. That was the year the Pistons swept the Lakers. Lakers lost their starting backcourt. Byron Scott and Magic Johnson did not play in the finals due to torn hamstrings. Then the Pistons won the last one 4-1, and there he is, Bill Laimbeer, one of the original bad boys. He was an original bad boy too.
Yeah, he had fun out there. Grew up here in Southern California before he went on to Notre Dame. Thought about UCLA. Once David Greenwood committed to UCLA, he went to play for Digger Phelps. Lindsey Hunter off the dribble. Man smushed. Almost mistimed it. Kobe back into the game. He's got the trail. It's Devin. Man, Devin tripped from behind, he thought. Now the break the other way for Rip Hamilton. They share it inside to Phillips, and he'll go to the line. Won't get the three-point opportunity, but will shoot 2.
I'm
as
curious
it's actually Mo Evans inside.
Curious to see what happened to Devin George. I mean, he's going to the basket. You still have to try to flip the ball up. He goes up. Is there any contact, or is it his own man that goes under him?
Into Kwame.
Kwame is trying to look up to see about the rebound. He gets pushed by Rasheed Wallace. That actually should have been a foul on Rasheed, pushing Kwame into Devin George.
No, Evans misses the first. Lakers down by 2. And Rasheed Wallace did get away with 1. Smush will sit down. Sasha back into the game. Lakers hanging tough. That's the 3rd foul on Smush. So the Lakers down by 3. Kobe's back. Lamar is still resting. So for the Lakers, Devin George, Sasha, Kobe, Chris Mim, and Kwame. Got to get it across. And he does. Here comes the double. Knocked away by Lindsey Hunter.
Oh, that was close.
Right. And real dangerous, that trap at the sideline.
Lindsey did a good job of sneaking from the blind side, and as Sasha turned, really didn't grab it with both hands. Very close to having to go off his own leg.
Yeah, the Lakers need to get back in front, especially with Phillips still on the bench. Kobe over Hunter, coming up short. Man kept alive by Mim, but picked up by McDyess. So 7.5 remaining to the first half. Inside, Hamilton. Man, it stays out as Sasha was defending. Kwame gets the rebound. Lakers still at 60%, 53.5% after the miss for the Detroit Pistons. Mim working before it came in. Man, off the mark. Devin kept it alive. Kwame blocked away, but fouled by Rasheed Wallace. It should be Wallace. Let's see if they give it to him, or will they give it to Mo Evans from behind? It will be Wallace's second.
Rasheed asked the official what he did, then decided, just forget about it. You're not going to listen to me anyhow, so just go to the free throw line, tie your shoe, and get ready for the rebound. Kwame with a nice offensive rebound. Rasheed hits him on the wrist area, picks up the foul, so Kwame to shoot 2.
Kwame was sensational last night on the offensive glass. He worked his tail off at both ends of the floor, but Kwame off the bench last night had 8 boards, 7 points, and 4 of the 8 boards at the offensive end.
That's always a plus. Anytime you can get second chance opportunities, and the only way you can get that is to get an offensive rebound.
Dry spell for the Lakers continues. They've missed their last 5 from the field. Kwame make it a 2-point game. Rasheed Wallace will come up with it instead. So the Lakers, there's the first 2 misses for the Lakers at the free throw line. Now 5 of 7 of the strike.
Now here's the matchup. Rasheed Wallace still looking for his first miss.
And off the mark, picked up by Chris Mim. 39-36. Lakers. And Kobe dropping it off. So it wasn't going to be free throws coming up. Delfino, he's got the foul. He just came in off the last whistle. Second-year man out of Argentina. First-round pick of the Pistons back in 2003. 25th overall. Size for a swing at 6'6", 230. Now Kobe up against Delfino. He's trying to step through. And Chris Mimm will keep it alive, but it's batted back out. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Kobe for three. Off the mark. And the rebound this time to McDyess. Got to get back defensively as Delfino was looking. Billups back into the game. And Devin George on the reach. So the Lakers pick up their third team foul. Devin George, it's his second.
And that brings Lamar Odom off the bench, who had a very nice start to this game offensively, but picked up 2 quick fouls. He's got 9 points on 4 out of 6, so he replaces Devin George.
Well, the Lakers just 1 for 9 so far in the second. Still, they're just trailing by 3 as the Pistons have slowed down offensively. It's due to happen. They were so hot in the outset of the game. Sasha isolated, although Chris Mimm is shading over to that side to help out against Rip Hamilton. Hamilton on the fall away. I think he's done that a few times. Gets in within 10 or 12 feet, falls away just inside the free throw line. 9 for Rip Hamilton, averaging 21 a game. Pistons by 5. The biggest lead of the game was 6. Chris Mimm, stroke of the big guy. Lakers needed it. Chris has 6. Lakers trail by 3.
And of course, Phil Jackson likes to have bigs that can shoot the 15-footer. It makes the triangle that much more effective.
Billups got the pick. Chris Mimm did a good job. Just stayed right in front of him. Sasha tried to lose Hamilton. Instead, almost loses the ball.
Oh, Sasha with the behind-the-back dribble.
Kobe wants to work on Delfino. Down to the baseline. Leaves it off the mid, batted out of bounds by Wallace. Boy, the length of Wallace prevented a dunk.
That's a nice-looking play developing there by Kobe and Chris Mimm, but Rasheed Wallace knocks the ball out of bounds. Timeout, 5:23, and we've got a good one going. The Lakers down by 3.
Lakers have the basketball, and they're only down by 3 with 5:23 to play in the half. Joel Myers, Tulane back at Staples Center. Well, earlier today, we root for these guys big time, and they came through. Kings with a 3-2 win over Columbus. So, talk about a quick turnaround. We got here late this afternoon, Stu. They were just starting to get the ice covered with the Lakers floor.
I mean, they do a remarkable job of transforming this from an ice hockey rink to a basketball arena in just a matter of
seconds.
No, it takes about a half hour to 2 hours, anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. But they've got it down to a science.
And we made it look like seconds. But you're right. Cook on the inbounds gets it from Lamar. Another assist. He was available. Lakers back within 1 and for Lamar. That's 9 points and 6 assists. A little more than 5 minutes left in the first half. Lakers hanging with the team with the best record in the NBA. They've got the Spurs on Monday. And Delfino got away with one on the baseline. Rejected by Chris Mimm. Batted away. Billups for 3. That breaks your heart.
How many three-pointers do they have as a team?
They're 4 of 6 after the make by Billups. Rasheed Wallace has 3. Bryant Cook. Lamar Odom, and then the hold inside on Hamilton as they wanted to go for the top to Kobe.
Well, Chris Mimm on that last defensive play saved 2 points, and then the team gave up 3. Nice rejection, but Chauncey Billups knows the shot situation and just calmly knocks it down.
Well, the Pistons out of fouls on that one against Rip Hamilton, his second. So Kobe shoots 2. It's the first. The Lakers down by 3. Kobe is 4 of 4 at the stripe, was 16 already. 42 last night for Kobe. They go along with 5 assists.
He's got 16 in 16 minutes tonight.
You wonder how long that body can hold up after playing last night. 42 minutes in Oakland.
Until they can get a stretch where they have a couple of days off, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Kobe just got his 3rd foul.
Well, he's going to get some rest now.
Prince was off balance, and they call it on Kobe. 3rd on Kobe, 4th team foul on the Lakers. So the Pistons now shoot the rest of the way. And what a dangerous time this is going to be for the Lakers over the next 4.5. The way they look to Kobe for leadership at both ends of the floor, and especially offensively. And he knows he can't say a word. He's already got 12 technicals, too.
You like to see him get rest, but not that way.
Billups deep into the clock. The jab step on Sasha and the stroke. What a beauty.
You can do that when you haven't committed your dribble, obviously. Sasha went and for both of those fakes, stepped back just enough for Chauncey to drill it.
It's 11 and 5 assists for Billups. He averages 19 and 9 a game. Lamar off the mid pick. Over Rasheed Wallace. Coming up flat. Billups now on the run. Bryant Cook trying to get back into the play and did. Forced the miss on the reverse. Good hustle. Lamar hits Cook and the finger roll. Cook at both ends of the floor, didn't quit.
That's what happens when you hustle. You should get rewarded with a basket. Good job of just getting down and bothering Chauncey Billups enough to make him miss and then gets in layup.
Rasheed Wallace, high post. Looking to Billups, working on Sasha. Final 10 of the shot clock. Boy, just like he's in the backyard of his house. That relaxed Chauncey Billups gives the Pistons, well, matches their largest lead at 6 with 14.
You got to keep in mind the old adage, or at least my theory, as a teammate, I can't help you defensively if you're allowing your man to shoot jump shots. Get up on him if he's hot, make him go where there's help.
Chris Mihm elevates over Rasheed Wallace. Chris has 8 and 5 fours. Lakers trailing by 4, 50-46. Now going to get some stops.
Well, a crucial 3 minutes here. With Kobe on the bench, let's see how they finish this 3-minute stretch.
Billups a hot hand. They're going to milk it till it's dry, and that one almost went down for him. Devin got the board. Devin with Lamar. Sasha, quick release 3, and it's an air ball. With 2:36 to play, and we've got a timeout as the Pistons will have the basketball.
I talked about hustle all the time, and we've had a situation just about a minute ago where Bryant Cook running the floor first defensively. Did he cause him to miss? I'd say he did. And then going down the other way, yeah, give it to Cook. He deserves it. He's the one that got you the defensive rebound. Nice job, Cookie.
Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by the official airlines of the NBA, Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. And by Pepsi, it's the Cola. Welcome back to Southern California. Joel Myers, Stu Lance. Lakers trailing by 4. Can't find it offensively. 5 of 16 so far in the second 12-minute session. And the Pistons, well, every game critical after what happened to them in the NBA Finals last year. Playing Game 7 at San Antonio, they know how important it is to have home court advantage throughout the postseason.
Well, they were cruising along there with that best record, but right now they obviously have the best record, but Spurs and Mavericks are
right there.
Yes, they are.
Good
right
game
there.
on Thursday night, Stu, between the Spurs and Mavericks we watched. And the Spurs prevailed, winning the second half of that game after it was a 2-point halftime game. Game in San Antonio. And San Antonio, don't forget, right here on FSN West, Monday night here at Staples Center. Prince weaving his way over Lamar. Man, boy, he usually doesn't miss that badly, does he? Sasha with another rebound. He had 8 last night off the bench. Bench did a great job. I mentioned 9 of 17 last night. Cook lost the handle, and McDyess will come up with it. Sasha got a break. Chris Mihm's available. Good look inside, and Chris Mihm with the easy one. Sasha saw it.
That's what guards have to do. Get the ball and immediately get your head up so that you can see down the floor to see if one of your teammates happens to be open.
Points off a turnover for the Lakers. Only the 3rd mistake by the Pistons. They're a +4 in points off giveaways. Delfino, quiet offensively on the penetration move. Wallace didn't want it. Now Prince has to make a move. Into the shot clock, the runner, he got the roll. Well, Bryant Cook was trying to pick up the charge. The charge was there in the first quarter, not the second quarter.
Oh, they've got a man advantage.
Get it
Lakers
across
got to
the
move
line.
the ball, get it across is right.
And timeout called. They've still got, when they bring it in, only 2 seconds to get it across the line.
Wow. Bryant Cook looked at the official as if the official was going to stop play to help him put the shoe on. They do that once in a while, but in that case, Brian, they couldn't give you any help. 1:18 to go before halftime, and the Lakers trying to catch up.
Things have slowed down in the second for the Lakers. With 1:18 to play, they'll have it. They'll also only have 2 seconds to get it across the timeline. But that's what I mean by slowed down.
Has to go to Chris Mihm. If Delfino doesn't mess this up, just throw it to Chris Mihm.
Lamar got it across the line, but he's trapped on the sideline. And it's going to be taken away by the Pistons? No. It may stay with the Lakers. It will.
Now, see,
it was touched last by Detroit.
There's an example of any time you can get to a ball, get to the ball. Don't just assume that the official is going to see it the way you think it is. The Pistons thought it was their ball. They let it roll out of bounds. Gives it back to the Lakers.
Bryant Cook sets it up. Sasha for 3. Coming up short. And Chris Mihm with the loose ball. Foul, an easy call. Coming over the back. McDyess.
Yeah, those are the ones you have to just concede. You know, you just say, hey, he's got good position. I can't get to it without committing a foul, and let him have it. But the foul, now it's the second on Chris Mihm. Free throws coming to Antonio McDyess.
Coming up at the break, Jack in the Box halftime report. Billy McDonald, Jack Haley. They'll break it down. We've got 65 seconds left in the first half. So slow as it's been for the Lakers offensively, even McDyess hits 2. It's only a 6-point game, and now could be 5 if he makes the second.
And as long the Lakers can't go down by any more than this before half, they'll be okay because, you know, Kobe's on the bench with 3 fouls. Lamar's not doing a whole lot offensive because he's afraid of picking up that 3rd foul. So if they can just get to the intermission with those 2 players with no more fouls, obviously Kobe won't get any more because he's not going to be on the court.
Yeah, the Pistons have 2 with 2, but they're not on the floor. Rasheed Wallace and Rip Hamilton, and 2 misses by a really nice shooter in Antonio McDyess.
Both of them long.
For the Lakers, final minute of play, trailing by 4. Lamar inside for Chris Mihm, working against Ben Wallace with the left hand. Too strong and didn't get the roll.
It actually slipped out of his hand a little bit. You see how it lost it going the way up?
Yeah, it was way off the mark. Almost given away by Delfino. Tayshaun Prince, he's got the length on Sasha. Lamar coming over and changing to that side.
Illegal to Bryant Cook.
Yeah, he got caught in the paint. So another free throw coming up. That's the second time the Lakers have been called in the first half.
You know, you just got to tell the players, pretend like there's money by your shoes. Look down. See where your feet are.
Pay attention.
If you're in the paint, you're illegal. Unless your man is within an arm's length.
Now, you get 3 seconds before they call it.
Well,
and sometimes it's going to be a quick whistle.
Yeah, they call it quicker than 3 seconds.
And they call it quicker defensively, as we've both seen, than offensively.
Oh, yeah, by a long shot. No harm, no foul, though. I guess they feel offensively, if you're not getting a big-time advantage.
Billups looks like he's taking the shot against Sasha in front of his own bench. And he knew what he was doing in the follow-away. Final shot coming up for the Lakers.
Sasha says, why are they picking on me?
17 for Chauncey Billups after he had a real slow start in the first. Did he ever pick it up? Well, especially when Rasheed Wallace went to the bench.
32 of their 55 in 2 players, Rasheed and Chauncey.
Lamar for 3. Got it! 3.5 to play. He faked one way, waited for Mihm to slip out of the pick. Billups now at the buzzer will count him. It goes. Unbelievable. Typical. That's a bad break. You get a stop there, and you feel pretty good going into the locker room. Overall, the Lakers played a solid half.
What's the first rule of defense? Stop the ball. They have 2 guys that he splits. Then he just elevates and knocks it down. I mean, that takes away Lamar's 3 and gives Mo right back to the Pistons.
So Chauncey Billups with their last 6 of the half. Detroit finishes with an 8-3 spurt. That's 20 at the break for Billups, who averages 19 a game. Still, the Lakers right there, only down by 7, 58-51. The team with the best record in the league, the Detroit Pistons. Halftime continues at Staples Center as the Lakers trail the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Pistons picked it up in the second quarter in particular, and trying to find a way to slow down Chauncey Billups, as Billups had 15 of his game-high 20 in the second 12-minute session. Welcome back once again, Joel Myers alongside Stu Lance. Well, a solid beginning overall for the Lakers when you consider the score, and they were outscored by 10 in the second quarter because Kobe had to sit out the last 4.5 minutes of the second quarter. Now they have to find a way to slow down, though, the three-point shooting of Rasheed Wallace. I like the way you laugh. And Chauncey Billups.
Well, I don't think the three-point shooting will continue to be 70% for the Pistons. The problem is, how do you just stop the players overall? When you talk about the Pistons, first it was Rasheed Wallace. I mean, he's got them started offensively. He was knocking down shots from everywhere. And then when he didn't want to do it in the second quarter, Chauncey Billups got going. Chauncey only had 5 in the first, in 15 in the second, for 20 for the half, especially the last three-pointer that really took the momentum away from the Lakers. That's why you worked for the last shot of the quarter. Lamar, well, he had a good first quarter, first half, 12 points, 7 assists, aggressive offensively. Would have been better, but he picked up 2 early fouls and had to be really careful the rest of the way. I look for him and Kobe to come out and play a much more spirited third and fourth period. Both teams are shooting the lights out, really, except that in the second quarter, the Lakers fell off in the shooting department quite a bit, and the Pistons, very, very consistent. I talked about 70% shooting from three-point land. I don't think that will continue for 48 minutes. The bench of the Lakers, though, has to pick it up. And if they do that, they'll be in this game.
Yeah, you're right, Stu. The Lakers spoiled us last night. They were 9 of 17 from the reserves alone. So 9 of 17 from the bench. And so far, the bench tonight only 1 field goal on 6 tries. So just 1 of 6. As we get ready for the start of the second half, Kobe, 3 fouls. Got to stay that way throughout the third. Coming up, we talked about the severity of the schedule in this 2-game homestand. And how about the rest of the week? The Hornets right ahead of the Lakers in the Western Conference standing. Then the Spurs again Friday at San Antonio. The Lakers back home for the Sonics on Sunday right here on FSN West. So the Lakers trail at the break by 7.
Just as we talked about at the beginning of the game, the Lakers had to come out of the gate. They have to do the same thing here in the third. And at the same time, keep Kobe and Lamar out of foul trouble.
Kobe is going to start on Chauncey Billups. Hamilton trying to get space, and he did. And he banks it home. He got away from the smush and then went to the baseline.
Dangerous time. Biggest lead now. 9 points for the Pistons. That's the biggest of the game.
Rip Hamilton, their leading scorer with the first bucket, is Bryant. Cook lost the handle. Now a 2-on-1 if they want it. Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, and a finger roll. And a timeout for the Lakers. Well, they've had some third-quarter problems, and they had third-quarter problems in Detroit when they lost to the Pistons.
Well, when Field jumps up that quick, you know he's trying to let players learn how to play through certain things, but he says, no, I'm not going to let you play through those kind of turnovers. Down by 11 early in the third.
11:25 left, and already the Lakers over the first 35 seconds of the second half giving up 4 easy ones, a little short bank by Rip Hamilton, and then points off the turnover on the mistake. Tayshaun Prince got the finger roll. So the Lakers over the last 18, 11 times have been outscored in the third. In fact, I mentioned, Stu, before we broke away, they were a minus 12 in the third in that game, January 29th at Detroit, and that put the game away for the Pistons.
Well, the Lakers just have to continue to execute efficiently like they did primarily throughout the first half. This one, the pass, I mean, the execution was there as far as the spacing and things. Pass, a little crisp, a little bit low into the outside, but a pass that Bryant Cook should have been able to hold on to.
So points off turnovers after that. 10-4 for Detroit. First double-digit lead of the game for the Pistons. Now Kobe finding space over Prince, and way too strong, but Chris Mihm cleans it up on the opposite side against Ben Wallace.
Wow, did Chris Mihm get away with one there?
62-53.
Walked Ben Wallace all the way off the floor almost.
The dozen for Chris with 6 boards.
Playing a good game.
That's solid. Hamilton. Isolation. It'll be Tayshaun Prince. Finally, a miss from three-point land, but it wasn't Billups or Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, really.
Now Kobe behind the Mihm wall. Ryan Cook. Tayshaun Prince is smart. As long as he can get away with those checks after he's beaten, he will slow people down, and he did that time. Lamar, the bank, too strong, and a loose ball foul that time on Chris Mihm with the back of Rasheed Wallace. The third on Chris.
Yeah, those are the type where I know it's just too tempting to try for it, but when you're being boxed out, you do not have the inside position. The majority of those, you almost have to concede.
Right. Move the other way. Stay out of foul trouble. The Lakers trail by 9. Billups on the highest screen and roll with Rasheed Wallace.
That's a tough shot.
Out of rhythm, but it's picked up by Tayshaun Prince. It barely caught the bottom of the lip of the rim. Smush took it away from Prince. Now 3-on-2. The trailer is Kobe. Kobe, man, smacked by Phillips. He'll shoot 2.
Good job that time defensively by Smush. As Chris Mim had to switch out and take Tayshaun Prince, Smush comes from the weak side and actually comes up with the steal, and that leaves the way for Kobe to get to the free throw line.
Kobe there with 5 attempts for the Lakers. He's got 5 of their 9 tries. And he is 6 of 6 so far at this strike. So the Lakers 2:02 gone in the third, down by 8. Very manageable against the team with the best record in the league.
8 isn't a lot, but 8 can be magnified against teams as good as the Pistons. You get down by 8 to the Pistons, the Spurs, teams like that, you can have some difficulty.
Phillips. Lamar just trying to avoid the contact. It's not size for this time on Phillips, but it's Kobe on Phillips. Rip Hamilton on the 3-point line. Back to the basket, Ben Wallace. He wants to pass, he doesn't want to shoot. And it's Rip Hamilton again. 13 points for Hamilton.
I just love his game. I just like the way he, one of the few players in this league that knows how to play without the basketball.
Gets a lot of help from his teammates along the way on those rubs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he never stops working. Kobe elevates over Hamilton's got an answer. Back to 7, 64-57, 21 now for Kobe. And Smush almost called for the hole. Instead, the dunk for Tayshaun Prince. That's a high percentage look.
That's a nice play by Richard Hamilton again, though. Splitting the double and getting into the semi-transition and finding Tayshaun.
Tayshaun has 9. Kobe wanted to get against Ben Wallace, and I don't blame him. You could hear him kind of chirping in the background because he wanted to go and break him down. Now instead, deep into the clock, the 3. And Chris Mim was held on the ground by Hamilton, and they're calling a loose ball foul on Mim.
He's headed to the bench. Keep going in that direction, Chris. You're going the right way. I know you're upset. You should be. That was a bad call, but that's your 4th foul. You've got to go and sit down. He was being held by Richard Hamilton. Can't blame Richard Hamilton. He was in a big little situation on the box, trying to box him out, and that's when you do. You hold and then you flop.
Yeah, he wasn't playing the ball at all. He's just playing Chris Mim, and he locked him up.
Now he's really locked up on the bench.
And gone for the Lakers, unfortunately, for the rest of the quarter. It's deflected by Kwame. It'll still belong to the Pistons with 15 on the shot clock. So an offensive option downstairs is lost for the Lakers. He's already got double figures, a dozen for Chris Mim with 6 boards. Bad break.
Come here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Chris. We just talked about he was having a very effective game.
Wallace left alone. Doesn't hurt the Lakers that time, but they didn't clean up inside, and it's going to be a 3rd try. Hamilton makes the most of it. Rip Hamilton. Almost like the Lakers inside this time their jump.
Well, when you miss time it too often, you give up hoops. That's what happens.
So it's back to 11, 68-57. 4 minutes gone in the 3rd. Kobe double. Van Hamilton picks up the foul.
Richard had no choice, though. He knew Kobe was getting ready to really back him in. Kobe with the size advantage, with the height and the weight, trying to take advantage of it. Richard reached in and picked up the foul.
3rd team foul, making the 3rd on Hamilton's 2nd team foul on the Pistons. And a bad pass. Boy, no spacing to begin with, and it was hot and low.
Those are the kind of turnovers you just cannot have. You just can't have those.
Well, the Pistons, the fewest turnovers in the NBA per game, 11 a contest. Then they magnify your mistakes. They take advantage. The Lakers have 10 now compared to 4 for Detroit. Rasheed Wallace threw it for Ben Wallace. Didn't work. It'll belong to the Lakers. So as soon as I bring up turnovers, a rare one.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. Tough pass that time. Had a little juice on it. Right off the hand of Wallace.
Lamar. Got to get him involved.
Well,
another option.
Look who's guarding him again.
It. Let's see if they find him. Well, they go away the other side. Kwame, little 14-footer. What about 16?
Got to get him back in transition here. Can't
Don't
leave him.
leave him alone. Wow, they backed off a jump shooter. So the Lakers have their deepest deficit. It's 70-57. 17 for Rip Hamilton. Lamar with Kobe. Kobe on the fall away. Tough. Boy, the strength. 70-59, 23 for Kobe. He'll try to will him back into it. Now, got to get Lamar going, too.
All 5 of them have to get going in respective areas, you know, whether it's rebounding, defense, and not leaving open looks for Rasheed Wallace.
Target practice. Ben Wallace tried to save it out of bounds. Break for the Lakers. You're right. They were 7 of 9 in the first half, but they've cooled off from three-point land. Prince has missed one. Rasheed missed that one. So the Lakers down by 11. If Rip Hamilton's on Lamar, you'd like to see him take him down to the box.
I mean, they got away with this in Detroit. You cannot let them get away with this.
Kobe long 2. It's a beauty. Well, Lamar was asking for it. We saw it on that possession, but it went the other way. And Kobe, you can't complain when it goes that way. 25 for Kobe. Lakers back within 9 with 4 straight. Phillips, that's going to be all the way up. You barely got the rim.
Good challenge by Smush.
Kobe on the crossover. Lamar for 3. Stay it out. Rasheed Wallace had the position. The Lakers getting back in the transition. Got a timeout coming up for Detroit with the 9-point advantage.
And we're halfway through the third quarter. You know, Kobe scored the last 8 points for the Lakers, but they still trail by 9. They've got to get others involved.
Lakers basketball on FSN West is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Refreshing Coors Light. Taste the gold. And by your Lexus dealer, who invite you to test drive the Lexus ES today. Lakers still down by 9. A little more than halfway through the third. Welcome back to Staples Center. As the Lakers play catch up again against the Detroit Pistons like we saw in Detroit a little more than a month ago. And tomorrow, NASCAR on Fox returns with Busch Series racing from Mexico City. NASCAR's biggest current future stars meeting south of the border for the first road course race of the season. Busch Series racing, Mexico City. It's all presented by Chevrolet tomorrow, 11 a.m. here. 11 a.m. West Coast, only on Fox.
Let's see what the Lakers do defensively coming out of this timeout. You know the Pistons have a specific play. Probably going to try to get Richard Hamilton involved.
Hamilton up against Smush, leaves it off. Prince, great look. Doesn't capitalize. His shot's a little flat tonight. And Kwame with the board. Lakers cleaned up there. 28-18 on the glass. Bryant Cook going inside for the higher percentage shot. And it tried to go down for him. Tough break for the Lakers. Still down by 9. Shooting 50% as Ben Wallace goes inside. They'll call the foul on Bryant Cook.
Well, Big Ben will be going to the charity stripe. Not an area that he pays a lot of rent. Because, quite frankly, he doesn't like to stay there. Only shoots about 45% or so from the charity stripe. Tries a little scoop shot. Gets fouled by Bryant Cook. As I say that, he'll probably nothing but string music on up here. Well, that was not string music.
Glad he proved you right on target there. He had 43% last year, 45% so far this year. In that 2-point win, was 1 for 8 at Seattle last night.
42% career from that distance. Wow.
Got the second. He had an air ball at Detroit. Didn't make any difference, though.
Well, we've seen a lot of air balls right here at Staples Center.
Prince had one last night at Golden State. Smush up against the length of Prince. Kobe now working on Chauncey Billups. And over Billups. It'll be picked up by Ben Wallace. Boy, does he read well off the rim.
Well, he's a rebounder.
Yep, he's a dynamite rebounder who's third in the league with 12 a game.
Well, he's not a player that gets rebounds. He's a rebounder, and there is a distinct difference.
Billups got Lamar out of position. Man, an easy one is blown by Ben Wallace. Tipped over to Smush. Behind the play, Kobe with Billups. A collision course. Now Kobe with a free look. And he makes the most of it. He just beat Chauncey by a couple of steps when they got up.
Well, yeah, they both fell to the floor, but Kobe beat him up off the floor and beat him down the court. Got an open look.
Lakers within 7, 71-64. Phillips creating the contact. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, or he's usually automatic. 4th best in the NBA. So, as you mentioned, somebody else besides Kobe has got to score. He's got the last 11 for the Lakers.
Open look. Chauncey tries to get there, but too late.
Wallace and Hamilton sitting down. Delfino and McDyess in for the first time of the half.
Well, especially with Richard Hamilton taking a breather here. Hopefully that'll give the Lakers defensively just a little bit more room to operate. They don't have to be as concerned about Delfino coming off the screens as they are with Richard Hamilton.
And when Phillips misses a free throw, it's a story. 91%. Anybody run off the ball better than Rip Hamilton?
Not in the game today. He learned from a pretty good guy, Reggie Miller. Reggie just had more range. Richard runs off the ball very effectively, but his is more 20 feet and in, whereas Reggie, it didn't matter.
Unlimited range. 73-64 after the Phillips free throws. Kobe thought about it. Now Bryant Cook, good shot in the paint, mid-range game.
I mean, that was as flat as it could possibly be. No margin for error on that shot.
He elevated. 7-point deficit again for the Lakers. Can they close it before the end of the third? Prince created contact. Got it. Could have been a 3-point opportunity for Tayshaun Prince. So breakdown in the paint defensively. The Lakers are back down by 9. 75-66 Detroit. Kobe with Delfino on his back. The dive by Cook. It'll count. And I thought he was clipped on the hip. I heard a whistle somewhere.
Yeah, in the stands.
Didn't you hear a whistle?
Yes, I did.
10 points now for Bryant Cook. The last 4 for the Lakers. And they need it. Somebody other than Kobe. Prince again. Kobe almost got a piece of that one. They reverse it for Delfino.
How much time does he have?
Enough to make it. Carlos Delfino right in front of the Laker bench.
Even though he's not your man, go out and get him. Don't just stay with yours and let him stay there.
That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Pistons. 2:56 to play. Delfino picked it up on the run of the baseline by Kobe in his second.
I talked about Bryant Cook shooting a flat shot. I mean, that thing was as flat as can be. But the only thing that counts is whether it goes in. Then the nice dive by Cookie as everybody was spectating when Kobe had the ball.
Big trip for the Lakers. Kobe beats Delfino, reverses it. Smush shares it. Bryant Cook for 3. And Lamar kept it alive and batted away. Oh, Ben Wallace knocked it out of bounds. They say Lamar touched it last.
Well, you could just see by the way their arms were going, each in opposite direction. That's what would have led me to believe that the ball was knocked out of bounds by Ben Wallace.
A little momentum that way.
Yeah, just a little.
Prince trying to get into the paint again. Critical time for the Lakers with 2.5 to play in the third, especially with Rasheed Wallace and Hamilton on the bench. Got to cut into the deficit. Lamar forcing Prince to his weak side. Shot clock all the way down, and Kwame's got the glass. Kwame's done a good job off the bench, making sure that at least he collects some boards. That's his 7th rebound of the game. Lamar sees a crease, leaves it for Kwame. It'll count. He'll go to the line to look for the 3-point play. Huge for the Lakers.
Nice recognition by Lamar Odom again, as he has an opening himself. Picks up his 9th assist on this play. Attacking. Second defender, find an open man. And Kwame with the shot and a 3-point opportunity.
Luke Walton into the game with 2:09 to play in the third. It'll be Bryant Cook getting a rest. He's been out there the entire third quarter. So Kwame trying to bring it down to 7. Lakers have been there a few times over the last 3 minutes. And looks for his first make at the line and gets it. A 3-point play. So Kwame.
And looked awfully good on that free throw.
Yeah, great stroke. He's always said he just rushes things. Delfino with a nice catch. That was behind him, and now he breaks the double. Leaves it off. They set it up with 2 minutes to play in the third. How do the Lakers close it? Big dice. Good rotation, Lamar. That was Kwame's. Kwame was out high. It'll be Ben Wallace trying to get Delfino. Delfino in rhythm off the dribble. It'll be saved by Luke. Now bring it up. Get it across the line.
I like what Delfino did, though. He had a defender rushing at him, let him fly by, and took a dribble in to get a better look.
Lamar up against Ben Wallace. Got to get out of the paint, and he does. The time of the shot clock for Smush. Beating Delfino. He's hit on his way. No, slam it home. One-hander. He cupped it to go into the rack.
He has to. He can't palm it.
78-73 Lakers. Down by only 5.
I figured he'd be jumping high tonight. We talked about him being a little lighter in the wallet. Nice job by Smush.
That's his third make on 3 tries, 6 points. Phillips. And the rebound. Loose ball. Lamar will get it. Lakers 3-on-3. Kobe out of the wing. Lamar hard against Prince. He'll collect it off the glass. Smart, aggressive move. 7 straight. Lakers back within 3.
That's what the Lakers have to look to do a little bit more of, too. Get out in transition. Get some early offense going against a tough half-court defensive team.
Crowd alive at Staples Center tonight. There's Saturday night for the Lakers at home. Tayshaun Prince trying to break it down on the step back. It's going to be real short, and Lamar hit from behind. Loose ball foul. Antonio McDyess. Pistons out of fouls. Lamar shoots 2.
Nice little spurt here to end the third quarter. Really nice. I like their energy on the defensive end where they're really looking to make the Pistons make an extra pass or an extra dribble and not giving up. But talk about playing above the rim. Smush, that's his second opportunity to visit that distance. And he's made good on both of them. Just hammering it down with the opening to the hoop.
30.9 left in the third. Lamar shoots 2, 7 unanswered by the Lakers.
And they'll get the last shot of the quarter.
And Lamar's first free throw of the night. It looked good.
The Lakers they've been there 13 times now, 11 out of 13.
And Stu, I mentioned a few minutes ago when they sat Hamilton with 4.5 to play and Rashid, this is when you capitalize.
Good substitution by Field. Takes Kobe out for the final 39 seconds because Kobe has 3 fouls. You just don't want to see him pick up that 4th at the end of the third quarter.
Well, what a clean line for Lamar tonight. Now to make it a 1-point game. He's got it, and the Lakers trail by only 1, 78-77. Smush almost kicked off in backcourt. Stand in front of Phillips. They'll slow it down. It'll be Prince. Lamar closed. It'll be short. Now Kwame after it. And is it saved? Yeah, Kwame's got it. Delfino tried to get it. Lakers get the final shot. Could take the lead right now on a 9-0 run.
Well, they didn't get the final shot of the half, and it cost them. Let's see what happens here.
Lamar over Ben Wallace. Got it! 2.2 to play. That's a dozen. 12 straight. Phillips at the buzzer. Not close. What a rush for the Lakers to close the third.
Very nice finish for the Lakers. They really enjoyed the finish here at Staples Center. Lakers playing with a lot of passion in this game. That's the way they've got to play every night, regardless of whether it's against the best team with the best record or a team with the worst record. You've got to come out with this kind of energy and this kind of passion. Lamar Odom, yeah, you deserve the break here. Ben Wallace is there, but Lamar says, hey, I see it. I feel it. It's good. And the Lakers, who trailed by as many as 13, go to the fourth, leading by 2.
Wish I could dance like Ronnie Turiaf. Lakers by 2 and reason to dance after they closed it with a 12-0 run. With the final 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the third. So the Lakers started super slowly in the third, but what a fast finish.
Well, let's see if they can continue with the momentum here to start the fourth. You know the Pistons are going to come right back at him. They're not the best record in the league by accident.
Luke Walton against Mo Evans down to the baseline. Bench hasn't done a thing, only one bucket off the bench. Luke setting him up, and it's going to be a block for Evans.
Well, Evans is a pogo stick, so you better give him a little fake to get him a little bit more anchored to the ground.
On the curl, Luke with the deflection, and out of bounds, they say, on the sideline. Fans over there don't agree.
Well, you got to remember, most fans referee with their heart, not their eyes.
It's kind of the same lump we have in our throat on most nights. So the Lakers by 2 to start the fourth. Good seeing Hunter out there on the backcourt. Rip Hamilton back on the floor with Rasheed Wallace. McDyess, he's been real quiet. And across it goes. Kwame's got 9 boards. Well, last night he was great, too, on the glass.
And that's really what Phil wants from Kwame. Right. Defense and rebounding. And he's going to pick up some points.
Now Devin against Evans. The follow away. Off the glass. He called window. Lakers by 4. That matches their largest lead of the game.
Again, though, with Evans, if Devin does that same move, just do a little pump fake, he'll be out of position immediately.
Lindsey Hunter. Guard against forward, Luke Walton. Isolation, Smush trying to battle. Now somebody's got to help him against Hamilton. Taken away, they got the help. Devin coming up with a loose stop. Smush on the run, up against Evans. Smush, nobody there, leaves it off. Kwame. And it's out of bounds, belonging to the Lakers. Last touched off the shin of the Pistons.
I just like the activity, though, of the Lakers. I mean, they're moving.
Up-tempo.
Yeah, they're moving. They're not just, flat-footed.
And they're feeling comfortable about getting the touches for Kwame, too.
Energized. I like the energy.
There's passion all over Staples Center tonight. This crowd is into it. Lamar hit by Rasheed Wallace. Smart play to screw it up anyway. Lakers by 4. Third on Rasheed Wallace in the first team foul in the fourth.
Problem is they're not going to give him any kind of continuation. They're going to say sideline out of bounds. There's definite contact on that play. So the Lakers will take it out with 14 on the shot clock.
Luke Walton stays out there. Kobe getting a break to start the fourth. Devin with Smush. And Smush will throw up a 3.
No, he shouldn't get him.
Well, let's see, but they're going to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
That'll be a foul. Lindsey Hunter. They can bring it in with 3 on the sideline, can't they?
He has Lindsey running at him, but he fakes the shot. And that's when, right now, he should have gone up with it. He waits till after Lindsey hits him, and he's still on the floor. That's why they don't give him continuation.
2 early team fouls on the Pistons. 14 on the shot clock for the Lakers. Kwame on the screen and roll. Lamar over Rasheed Wallace. What a beauty. He did not hesitate. Biggest lead of the night for the Lakers. How about 21 for Lamar tonight with 9 assists?
That's what he does. He really will tease you with those kind of numbers, and then you want them every night.
They're going to call the hold on Kwame, who's trying to go over to the side of Rasheed Wallace.
Well, he didn't have to do any of that because they were double teaming Rasheed on the box. Devin George was right there. You got to communicate with one another. Tell Kwame, I'm here, I'm on his left or whatever, so that he knows he doesn't have to be too physical.
We saw Kobe on the bench. While Kobe's out, so is Chauncey Billups. Now can the Lakers expand on it? Mo Evans deep into the clock.
Now make him shoot it.
Off the pick, and it's taken away by Devin. Devin is fouled. 3 team fouls already on the Pistons.
But that's going to force the Pistons, in my mind, to bring Billups back a little sooner than they would like. He's the guy that generates their offense. And Evans trying to do too much off the dribble, loses it, then picks up the foul.
So the Lakers up by 6 with the basketball. Luke trying to lose Evans. Time on the shot clock. Man, Devin, tough one. He'll follow his own. Bank it home! More offensive opportunity. Second chance. 8-point Laker lead.
Well,
timeout Pistons.
You said you wanted the bench to do a little bit. Well, the bench is bringing it now. They are really getting it done. Is that an 18-0 run?
Straight. When's the last time we saw 18 straight?
Back in 1888.
Glad you said it.
9:24 to go here in the fourth. A lot of time left. Lakers have to continue with this kind of energy. Devin George off the bench with the kiss off the glass. And then he says, hey, I might miss a short one, but I'll rebound my own. And put it in. The Lakers by 8. 9:24 left to play, a lifetime in the NBA, but the Lakers, an 18-0 run that put them up by 8, and it's been a lot of different people making contributions. Kwame Brown, Smush, and of course, in the middle of it right now is Lamar Odom. I mean, really aggressive offensively, and not only aggressive, but productive offensively. 21 points, 9 assists. That will get it done.
Yeah, Detroit has gone 5.5 minutes without a single point. Hamilton on the curl. The line drive is going to be real short. Snatched though by McDyess as he brings it back out. Phillips off the bench. That doesn't work. It's timed well. And into the backcourt it goes. He'll pick it up for a third try at the offensive end. Inside of 9 minutes left.
You can't give up 3 and 4 opportunities.
Rip Hamilton, somebody's got to go and take it away. It'll be Rasheed Wallace. They finally get a bucket. And out of control. Nobody could corral it when Rip Hamilton almost lost it. So 17 for Wallace. Lakers by a half dozen. Kobe is back in the game. He is taken over for Smush. Devin stays in. Devin wants it against Rip Hamilton inside. Now deep into the clock. Lamar with Kobe on the wing. Kobe, quick one. Off the bench. And quickly. It's short. Picked up by Tony Delk, who just signed with his team. At least paying him the minimum prorated for the rest of the season. Crowd into it. Wants the stop. Inside of 10 seconds on the clock. And Rasheed Wallace forced it. Didn't get it. Kwame's double figures on the boards. He's got 10.
Well, he has 10. Lamar has 9. You got to like it. Or, excuse me, Lamar has 4.
Kwame is going to be called on the offensive foul. Didn't need to do it off the ball. It's a turnover for the Lakers.
But if you see the angle of this play, there was really no reason for Kwame to do this because Devin George could never get him the ball at that angle. I mean, it's a flat angle. Devin would have to dribble over to his left 2 or 3 dribbles in order to enter the pass.
So the Lakers turn it over for the 11th time compared to 7 for the Pistons. You know, they've been getting the stops, but can it continue? Just by a half dozen. Hamilton again into the paint. Blocked away by Lamar. And we're going to call it foul, or will it be an inadvertent whistle?
No, he's a late whistle. That's all.
Late. So free throws coming up for Rip Hamilton.
He was fouled. It may have been late, but he was fouled. He's going to the basket, pushed on the hip, grabbed on the left arm. I'd say he got fouled twice on that play.
So a couple of free throws coming up for Hamilton. Only there once to complete a three-point play. He hit that, and he gets this. 18, the leading score. So they've got balance again for their 5 starters in double figures. Always hitting for a high percentage. 15th in the league in scoring. We talk about their defense all the time, but they do average 97 a game. 3rd best in the league beyond the arc.
And they've cut that 8-point lead in half with a successful free throw here. So bringing Chauncey Billups in, it automatically just settles everything down. Not that they panic without him, but he is such a stabilizing force for that team.
Kobe up against the small guard, Tony Delk. It'll be Devin. And Lamar on the beautiful bounce. They fell down, a collision between Wallace and Hamilton, and it paid off for the Lakers. 23 for Lamar.
You've got to take advantage every time you have it. Yeah, did he not only see it, he finished it.
Rasheed Wallace tries the double. Now Devin got to get out the paint on the opposite side. Wallace lost it. He'll save it to the baseline. And the shot clock all the way down to 5. He knows it too. Follow away, it's going to be way short, and loose ball foul on the Lakers. So the Lakers had dominated the glass until a few trips, the last few trips, where Detroit is getting 2nd and 3rd looks. And the Lakers get their 3rd team foul like the Pistons. It'll be the 3rd as well on Lamar.
That last basket by the Lakers as they run their offense and the defense gets out of position with the slip by Richard Hamilton. Easiest basket of the night for Lamar Odom.
Inside of 7 left. Lakers by 6, 88-82. Hamilton off the pick on the inbounds. And 2 Lakers there. Kobe took it away from Lamar. Kwame running the floor. Kobe getting the seal, and an easy one. Kwame helped him in the middle of the paint.
You see Kobe give him his props. Kobe pointed to Kwame and said, nice screen.
You said it. That was a wall. Lakers by 8, 90-82. Kobe with 30. 6.5 to play. Wallace in the post. Tight quarters taken away. Devin got it. They didn't have spacing, and he tried to slip it off to McDyess.
Spacing is critical in basketball.
Kobe. Phillips on his back. And held up. 4th team foul. Well, the Lakers will bring it in, but they will shoot the rest of the way. Lakers only 1 foul to give. Boy, this is an atmosphere that you just want to capture. Keep it here, especially for San Antonio. Detroit won for their last 13. Now can the Lakers take a double-digit lead for the first time in the game? Kobe reverses it. It'll be Smush.
You better look to shoot.
You got to go up with it. And it'll be Lamar beating the buzzer. And it didn't get the rim. Well, they're not going to. Yeah, barely grazed it then because they didn't stop it. 90-82 Lakers. Tony Delk. That's what he does. That's why they signed him. And it's down to 5. Got to account for the guys on the perimeter. Pistons are 9 of 20 from beyond the arc. Now the shot clock killed the Lakers there. Now running their half-court set, Kobe up against Rip Hamilton. And he fouls, Lakers shoot. Kobe, fall away baseline, double clutch, and out of bounds, last touch by Wallace. Well, they put 24 back on the clock. We'll see if they do give the Lakers a fresh shot clock when we come back.
Well, Kobe asking the official to keep an eye on guys going under him when he shoots, getting into his legs and affecting his shot. And the official says, okay, I'll keep an eye on it. Lamar says, keep an eye on this dunk, as he's been right in the middle of this Lakers surge. And Kobe comes right back in, goes right back to work offensively, and the Lakers lead by 5.
Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by Corona Extra, miles away from ordinary. And by Jack Daniels, crafted with care. Please enjoy the same way. Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey, Lynchburg, Tennessee. The Lakers have it at the offensive end, and it is a fresh shot clock. Kobe on the follow away, did it again. Amazing. 92-85. Kobe now with 32. Lakers by 7. Needed that shot clock, didn't they?
Well, let's see what their defense continues to do.
Tony Delk off the rub. He'll get inside, and then he's grabbed on his way up. Well, right. Lamar says, just put your hands in the air.
Well, the Lakers got that new fresh clock on their last possession and really didn't need much as Kobe comes off a screen. Delk is there, so is Ben Wallace, but it doesn't make a difference. Elevates and scores.
Couple for Tony Delk, former Kentucky Wildcat.
That'd have been a nice addition.
Yeah, he can play. He knows how to play. He gets both. He's got 5 off the bench for them on the 3 and those 2, and it's down to 5. 5's a magical number. 5 minutes to play. Kobe with the smarter man on his back, spinning on Delk, and underneath, banks it, didn't get it. Out of bounds, Laker ball. Fresh shot clock.
Well, those are plays if Kobe were 100%, he completes that play. You can just see that he doesn't have the same kind of oomph to go up and finish those on a consistent basis. The guy's been hobbled with that flu-like symptoms and sinus infection, everything.
Final 4:45. Wallace sticks around. Now he'll drop back in. Kobe drawing 2. Got Delk into the air. Got the contact. Didn't get the whistle, and it goes the other way. Wow. Yeah, you very rarely see that.
The only reason he took that shot, he thought he was going to get an and one.
Wallace is going to be short. Lamar's got it. Lamar has 11 boards, 23 points. Season high is 27, and that came against the San Antonio Spurs. Plenty of time. Smush weaving his way over to Kwame. Got his hand up in time to corral it. 10 seconds left of the shot clock. Kobe, Hamilton on his back. Over Hamilton. Did it again. The guy is incredible. Lakers by 7, 94-87, 4:05 left.
I think I've heard you say that before.
Running out of...
Yeah, the adjectives are few when it comes to him.
Phillips Too easy. Gave it up too quickly. After the pick and roll, nobody rotated over.
Somebody has to come over and contest that shot. You can't give an uncontested layup like that.
Lamar with Kobe. 15 in the shot clock for the Lakers. Kobe on the baseline on the run, arches it, and Devin will come down with it, and he's got a loose ball foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Tonito. The Lakers are out of fouls, too. 3:35 to play. How tense has this become, especially with the importance magnified because the Lakers are only a game up in the loss column for the last playoff spot in the Western Conference.
And every play now is magnified going down the stretch. There's still 3.5 minutes. This Piston team will not fold. I mean, they are so calm under this kind of situation. It's up to the Lakers to make sure they keep their focus and their composure down the stretch.
So Devin George shoots 2. Got the first. Laker fans imagine what it would be like to be a Lakers player for a day. And you can stop imagining because thanks to Chevron, you could win the Lakers for a day sweepstakes. One lucky winner. You get limo service for a day. Lunch with a Lakers player, 2 courtside tickets, locker room access, $2,000 of Chevron with Techron gasoline, and a lot more. So stop by your nearest participating Chevron station for all the details. Contest is going to end March 31st. Might be a Laker for a day. Chevron, official fuel of the Lakers. Big free throws, Devin George. 96-89, Lakers by 7. Pick and roll. Bennett, Wallace. Can't burn the Lakers. Lamar after it. They'll call the loose ball foul. Elbowing out Ben Wallace. That's the 4th on Lamar. And free throws coming up for Ben Wallace.
Well, if you're going to foul somebody, it's percentage-wise, that's the guy. You gotta like to hustle, though. Even though Lamar gets called for using his left arm, you gotta like to hustle. Move for the basketball. Don't just stand flat-footed.
Well, Ben Wallace sets up a few inches behind the free throw line. Man, he needs to move in, obviously. That was short. Lakers still by 7. Ben Wallace, as the Pistons are 14 of 20 at the line. And Ben Wallace is 1 of 3.
This is where the Lakers have to do the fundamentals on free throws. Box out and go get the rebound.
Devin's got the shooter, and Kwame's got the board. So a wasted opportunity at the stripe. Big possession. Lakers can make it 9 or even 10. With a 3 to play. Kobe. Tayshaun Prince back into the game for defensive purposes. Delk sat down. Kobe down to the baseline. Jumps it back out. Devin for 3. And a wedge.
You say a wedge, huh?
It almost stuck. 2:50 left. And play defense, you'll win the game. We've already seen it. Lakers have the Pistons shooting 44%. Hamilton forced it, and he's bailed out. So Lamar gets his 5th.
Well, 2:43 left to go here in the 4th. This is going to be an interesting 2 minutes and 43 seconds. The Lakers right now lead by 7, but 2 free throws coming to Mr. Automatic, Richard Hamilton. And speaking of Mr. Automatic, Kobe, show it to me again. 34 on the evening with still 2:43 to play.
Lakers by 7, but Rip Hamilton goes to the free throw line for the Detroit Pistons. Joel Myers, Stu Lanson, what an atmosphere tonight at Staples Center. And the team with the best record and best road record in the NBA, the Pistons in town. Everybody has turned out. And the Lakers, well, desperate for it. Only a game up in the loss column over both the Utah Jazz and the Sacramento Kings. And the Lakers, well, they're going to see New Orleans. They can help themselves later this week on the road when they match up with the Hornets.
That's the key. I mean, you have to just take care of your own business. Don't ask for other people to help you. And they've still got 2:43 in this one to take care of business. And it's going to be hard to take care of this 2:43 because the Pistons are a 4th quarter finishing type team, whereas this season the Lakers have had a lot of games where they've been ahead or led with about a minute to play and come up dry.
Hamilton, 86% of the season, doesn't get the roll. That's a shot. He's 3 of 4 at the line. And the one thing that stood out in my mind, Stu, when I was looking at some of the numbers earlier, games decided by 3 or less, Pistons 6-2.
Good teams win those.
They always win close games, the good ones. Now he tries to make it a 6-point deficit. Gets the second. So 2:43 left. Timeout situation. 2 remaining for the Lakers, 2 for the Pistons, and both teams have a 20. Devin George stays on the floor. His energy in the third is one of the reasons the Lakers got the lead. Devin popping out. He almost came down with it. Kwame with the screen, Smush with the jumper. Man, Lamar taps it away. Can he save it? No, did everything but corral it. Smart play. He had the smaller man underneath him, Chauncey Billups. He's got to worry, though, with 5 fouls.
Yeah, but that was a gamble there, going over the top of Chauncey.
And they get another stop. Rasheed Wallace off the high post. And it's batted away. Good read. They had Billups available. Wallace, deep 3. Elevating. Kobe fouled. He'll shoot 2. Huge rebound by Kobe. Lakers trying to get an 8-point advantage.
He used all the energy he had to secure that rebound. I mean, he elevated to get to that one. So free throws coming to Kobe Bryant with 2:06 to play on the miss by Rasheed. Kobe with that left arm. Look at the height of that rebound. Nice.
He was way up there. Timed it well between Ben Wallace and Chauncey Billups. So 2 for Kobe. He's been out there 34 minutes, 13 of 26 from the field. Perfect at the line, and it stays that way. 97-90 Lakers. 35 and counting for Kobe. That's pretty incredible.
Now you got to, defensively, if they're going to score, make sure it's not a three-point play or a three-point shot. That cuts your lead so fast. Make them work and let the clock be your ally.
Clutch free throws. Lakers, this deep into the game, have just matched their largest lead. On the run, Prince saves it. Almost went out of bounds. They go for Ben Wallace. What a pass. And well timed by Rip Hamilton. Caught him in stride. Now Smush, get it across the line. The double. Lamar will get it across. Use the clock to your advantage, but the Lakers up by 6. 98-92.
Need a hoop here. Obviously.
10 on the shot clock. It'll eventually, you would think, get to Kobe's side. Instead, Lamar's got to go. He knows it on the run. Short, Kwame bats it, but it goes right to Tayshaun Prince. Rasheed Wallace and Billups, the focal point of their offense in crunch time usually. They got Ben Wallace that last one.
If you don't give up the 3, you still got a 4-point lead with less than a minute.
It stays out. Kobe's got it. Flat for Rasheed Wallace,
you know
and it wouldn't go home.
As hot as he was to start, he can't buy one.
And the Pistons only a third of their shots going down as the Lakers break the double team. Devin inside fouled by Ben Wallace. I'm surprised he didn't bring it back out with 12 on the shot clock, so the Lakers going to break there, and Devin shoots 2. Got to make them, though. The 2-possession game.
Rasheed Wallace started out 6 for 6. He did. 6 for 6. He is now 7
for 17. Go figure. That's
why the game's 48 minutes. Keep playing.
And Chauncey Billups couldn't miss a thing. Chauncey Billups has got 4 points in the second half. First for Devin. He's got it. The Lakers back up by 7.
Now, I mean, I hate to keep repeating myself, but it is imperative that the Lakers defend the 3-point line. Do you know how many possessions it would take for them to make up a 7 or 8-point deficit in less than a minute if you defend the 3-point line?
Devin got the roll. Timeout Pistons. 56.1 to play, and the Lakers are back up by 8.
Make them use up some clock here. Then when you get it, you've got 24. You use that up. All of the things in the Lakers' favor, but the key is, will they execute down the stretch? 56 seconds, Lakers by 8.
Lakers by 8. Pistons have the basketball. And don't forget, 56.1 remaining. Going to be the SoCal Sports Report right after our matchup at Staples Center. Billy McDonald, Jack Haley, interviews from the Lakers locker room. So stick around. Press conference. Phil Jackson will check in on that as well. What a night it has been for Kobe, Lamar Odom, and what a run for the Lakers. I also like the fact that the hot hand, Kwame was on the floor in the third. Devin George was on the floor in the third. And Phil Jackson has stayed with the guys that were part of the hot hand.
And that's what you do. I mean, obviously, you just keep doing what has been successful for you. Now let's see if the Lakers defense, which has been pretty good in this game, can finish it off.
And one stop here, he should do it.
You don't want to foul. If you're going to foul, don't foul too late in the shot clock.
You're going to foul Ben.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Tayshaun Prince brings it in. And Chauncey Billups a wide open three. It's way strong. Rip Hamilton, offensive rebound on the run. Not close. And Kwame corrals it. That should do it. Get it across the line. Kobe's grab. 46, make it 45.5 to play. Right guy going to the line for the Lakers.
I'll tell you something, Lakers dodged one there.
Yeah, too good a look for Chauncey.
Miscommunication there on the inbounds play, and Chauncey Billups is wide open. Just couldn't get it to fall for himself.
You know, we saw that look on Antonio McDyess's face as Kobe at the stripe, 9 for 9, and you hear the chant in the background. Well deserved. They've been lost without him.
This ices it.
Got it. 37 for Kobe. But Devin 4-4 at the free throw line and 8 and 5 off the bench. But those 4 free throws in the last 3 minutes. Kwame, 12 rebounds. That's all they want. Kobe does it. Timeout Pistons, 10-point lead. It's a rare scene when Detroit is in this position this year.
You know what? They came in here with a 2-game lead in that best record thing. They have some work to do now. As good as they are, they're concerned.
Well, the energy and the passion that the Lakers displayed tonight. Keep it up for Monday night with San Antonio.
Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Every night you come with this, whatever energy you have. And you're not going to be 100% every night, but if you're 90%, you give all 90%.
It's lost. That'll do it. Lamar comes away with it. Off the inbounds to Regine. And Kobe will go to the line. So the Lakers have outscored the Pistons by 17 in the second half. Well, as they say, we heard it around the cooler. Player of the game.
Look at those numbers.
What an effort.
Look
10 assists, no mistakes, 23 points. I mean, he sold out. He gave everything he had tonight.
41 minutes will he would have played tonight with no turnovers. That will get it done.
Kobe, 100% at the free throw line, 50% from the field.
He's looking for point number 40.
Does that a few times, doesn't it?
This will be what, 17th time this year?
And he'll get it. What an effort by this group. 39.4 to play. Billups and Wallace so quiet in the second half. Billups. Yeah, that's the way it's been. Kevin George with the rebound. No fouls. And the Lakers will come away with one of their biggest wins of the year. By far one of their biggest wins of the year, especially to get it done at home in front of their crowd. And everybody was into it as much as they were tonight.
When you consider the opposition, this is their biggest win of the year. I mean, yeah, it's a home game. And most teams try to take care of business at home, but when you're playing against a team that good, and you're just barely over 500 yourself, this is the best win for the Lakers. Let's see what they do with this win now. Do they take a sigh of relief, or do they build from it?
Because they have, as we both know, they've teased us before.
Absolutely.
So Lamar, as Kobe, well-deserved break, head over to the bench, and the ovation. What a night for Kobe. He leaves with 40 in 36 minutes. It'd be nice if they could get Lamar off the floor as well. Probably not going to get another whistle.
You may.
And I like the way everybody's sticking around. There's a good crowd here at the end of the game. Tayshaun Prince, 16.7, and that'll do it. Get it across the line. It is official. The Lakers have defeated the Detroit Pistons, winning by 11. This crowd has loved every second of it, Stu.
And they should. This is a big win for this team. A team that is so fragile with their emotion and their confidence. This is a very big victory.
And hopefully building for much better things to come down the stretch.